Um.
Hello.
Go on.
Oh, I was teaching her how to do react when someone's hitting her over and over again. I am gonna go shower because I smell like ass and I need to go wake up. So I'm relying on you to teach her Dream.
Okay.
All right, see you guys in a little bit.
Right. Yeah, I've been practicing because I kind of know what to do with a crossbow, obviously, because you just shoot. But I'm not really good with like PvP, like close PvP. So I've been practicing that. I've just been practicing strafing, I think it's called, because HM has just been jumping around me.
Yeah. That's good. Okay. All right. Let's do a battle and see. I will go light. I'll go light.
Okay.
And we'll see. I just want to gauge what you do.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. All right. I want you to try. This is gonna be very weird the first time you do it.
That's all good.
And you don't want to have this setting on all the time, but I just want to see something. Go to options, video settings.
Yeah.
And then crap. I'm not on Optifine.
Oh.
I'm looking at your screen.
Yeah.
Turn dynamic FOV off. See where it says dynamic FOV on. Turn it off.
Okay.
All right. No, it's just go again. It'll be weird. You won't know when you're sprinting, so it'll be weird. But just try it, and I just want to see what happens.
Okay.
What you'll notice is that when you get hit, your screen won't shake.
Okay.
So it might help you with your aim, and then we can see if that.
Oh, I like that.
We can see if that how that affects you, I guess. Because that could be contributing a lot, and then there's things to do to go forward from that. But.
All right. Oh. Ooh.
Okay, you did much better there.
I like that actually, that it doesn't shake.
We'll go a couple times. I just want to see how that feels to you. Now, just you know, like I don't play with that. Almost nobody plays with that off. But I just learned when I practice, I turn it off a lot because it helps me like hit better.
Stay focused.
It's one of those things where potentially, maybe, it could be a good setting for you, like during specifically PvP games, but
yeah. Oh, you got me really low there.
Yeah, the spamming. This is here. I think for if nobody's gonna be doing that. I guess there's not really like a too much benefit. But if somebody was like spamming me like that, I would totally
use the bow.
Like back off. Like I don't engage. Like I would get away. That way they don't keep spamming me. So like let's say if you're spamming me, I'd like try and hit you away once, maybe turn a little bit and then come back and get a crit or something.
Okay.
Because then it prevents the spamming
stun
from
lock.
just adding up and adding up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's same way like if you get in like older versions where comboing was more. Well, I mean, strafing was more common. You could get caught in a combo, and like the advice was always just back out of it, like get out of the combo and then go back into the fight, because then it kind of resets the fight.
Okay.
So that is an option you have if somebody is just totally spamming you.
So.
Yeah. And you wouldn't want to like back up like with like S. You kind of want to turn and then. Go back. Now that totally wouldn't work if somebody had like a projectile or which is why it's kind of hard to teach, I guess, because there's so many different scenarios where like that would be a dumb move, turning around, but there's also tons of if it's just sword on sword, then it could be the best because you can land the crits.
Okay.
Did you? I mean, you probably do, but you can't crit while you're sprinting. Do you know that?
Yeah.
So a lot of times, like when I was seeing you were fighting.
Yeah, I don't crit.
like there. See that wasn't a crit. Like the first hit you got on me wasn't a crit.
Right. I'm sorry.
When and it was because wait, why was it? Why was it not a crit? I'm guessing you probably were sprinting.
Yeah, I was sprinting.
So what I do before is I've just kind of had it ingrained in me that just before I click, I let go of W.
Okay.
You don't have to actually like press any sprint key or do anything. That makes it way more complicated. The simplest thing is just literally every time before you do a hit, as if you're going for a crit, just let go of your W key right before you click, and then you can. So it just completely stops you from moving, not just sprinting. And then it'll every crit. I mean every hit will be a crit. And it's even if like you're on the ground, it's beneficial to do. Because if I hit you, if I'm spamming you and then you hold, like wait, stand still, or just back up a little bit. I'm just gonna spam click you. Don't move, and then hit back after like when you're in midair.
Okay. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
We'll try again. Just try and or I'll do like a kind of half hit, so it's not a spam hit, so it does more knockback.
Okay.
And you can be moving anyway, you can land a crit off of knockback damage. So like if I was to hit you and then you were not sprinting, so like what I'm saying is basically on any hit, even if like I'm running at you like this, I might want to not press W just before, because if I happen to land a hit, then then it would be a crit.
Okay.
Well, not even like, because you can crit off like a little tiny bit of knockbacks. Like if you were to hit me like now, it would be a crit. Like right after I hit you, it would be a crit. Like you don't have to deliberately jump.
Right. It's just in being in the air.
Do a crit. Yeah, just being in the air. Well, just being on a downwards motion is what determines if you crit somebody.
I see.
So what I'm saying is we try and practice stopping pressing W before you every time before you hit.
Okay.
If it's like a large enough hit to be a crit, so like basically as long as your sword is charged up. If you're trying to get someone away or something, then that doesn't work. But and I guess the timing, because I feel like crits are probably the most important thing, because when you do land a hit, because like for me, I that's why I focus on crits, because my aim is not very good, as compared to like a lot of people that are really good at PvP, and so I focus like so much on crits, because I know that every hit that I do land will, if it's a crit, will do so much more damage. It's basically like 2 hits in one, whereas if you just land a normal hit, you do a lot less damage. So I'd say that'd be something I would. It's focusing on the little things. So like obviously you're not going to be able to just like, and I know that with me as well. It's like I'm not gonna, unless I want to spend hours and hours practicing aim, I'm not going to get better with aim overnight.
Yeah.
So like I just try and focus on the things that like, okay, what are things I can practice that are not too complicated. It's like a couple of those hits that you landed probably could have very easily been crits.
Yeah.
But and it's not really, there's with just I think a couple of them, either you were going upwards or you were
that might be it.
sprinting.
Yeah. It might be like hitting too early.
But usually it's so like it's like such a little bit later that you would have to wait in order to get a crit.
It's probably muscle memory, right?
Potentially. There you go. That was a crit.
There we go.
Red heart, red heart.
Yeah.
Got one.
Yeah, I think most people, like obviously most people aren't going to be like spam clicking your way, so
Yeah.
it's whatever. You should turn the thing, the video setting back on.
Okay.
Obviously that's just there as an option if you ever notice that's really annoying you or anything. But there are times if I'm like really try-harding in like a PvP match, I'll turn it off, because it does just it just shakes your screen.
Yeah.
But I don't keep it off all the time, because it makes other things worse, like parkour and stuff is harder because you don't know. It's easier to tell exactly when you're sprinting and stuff.
Right. Oh.
Let's go. Gotta win.
Yay!
I feel like another thing as well is that the first hit in a fight is by far the most important hit.
Okay.
And so like really focusing on like making sure that first hit is a crit and is like landed is really important, because if you don't land that hit and they do, then and it's easiest to like, obviously whenever you're fighting somebody, like you said, whenever I'm spam clicking, it's so hard for you to hit me, but that first hit you land like 50% of the time, right? So whereas your other hits you might land only 10% of the time.
Right.
So you want to focus on that first hit and make sure it's like the most damage it can possibly be. So if you have like a crossbow, trying to get like a crossbow then a crit is a good way to do it. But like in this case, it's just focusing on that first hit, because then it makes the rest of it kind of dictates like the rest of the fight.
Right.
Yeah, I guess the only way to make sure things are crits are if you're going downwards and you're not sprinting. If you're doing both those things, then
I've been hitting the last ones.
yeah, the last couple times you've hit. There you go, that was nice.
Thank you.
That was
Hey,
good. That was
let's
I think those were
go.
all good. Yeah, those were all good. That was great.
Thank you.
And you see how much quicker you killed me as
Yeah,
compared to
like 3
before?
hits.
Yeah, it doesn't let me even like spam click you or anything at that point.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna do a little more strafing and stuff this time.
Okay.
I'm still just gonna be spam clicking, but
Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's harder.
there you go. There you go.
Ooh.
See, even though you got hit just as much times, and I was, you were missing still. Like whenever you did land a hit, it was way juicier of a hit.
Yeah, that's true. And I feel like if you hit your first crit, you make the enemy panic. You know?
Oh yeah, because that takes away like half their health.
Yeah.
I mean, the first crit I think does will do pretty much no matter what, does like 4 hearts or something, and they feel like, oh my god, I'm like one hit.
Yeah.
Whereas they're ideally not. Yeah. So even just landing like one crit, 1 or 2 crits, it just completely changes what happens in the fight. So.